so this is my concuña, I guess. Yeah. My husband Mary is my husband's brother. They're both brothers. Yeah, that's what I mean. So we're here at the roller rink. We decided to bring the kids for a little bit to have some fun. First time for my little one. Same. So we'll see how the day goes. So see you guys in the video. Are you having fun? Huh? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I'm going right there for sure.
Yeah? Careful. Hey, Jerry. Do you have something to say?
This is hard.
Come on.
All I need is a little break. I'll be back.
Are you tired? No views too. I think if you get a certain amount of views, that's when they start throwing the commercial. Man.
Is that hard? Like that?
I already got him off.
I know, she just cries. They're actually trying.
10 bands, 100 bands, you know, man. Mom, where are my earpods?
Yeah, where are my earpods?
Where are your earpods?
Where are my earpods, Mom?
Okay, come back over here. Hurry up, hurry up. Cooking some really fast, easy Mexican rice. Just got out of work, so this has to be fast. Now, I use 2 different kinds of rice. I'm not really picky with my rice. I always buy generic due to the fact that I have a large family. I have 7 kids, so I always try to budget and buy the biggest brand possible. I usually buy whatever is on sale at the store. Now, I have noticed with time that jasmine rice, this one right here, is like error-proof rice. This one usually, most of the time, always comes out correct. So if you don't know how to make rice, and it's difficult for you, I recommend you use jasmine rice. I know this is, otherwise I use long grain. It doesn't matter what kind. This is what I bought this week. It was on sale, so that's why I grabbed this bag. So today I am gonna be making jasmine rice just because I'm in a hurry. Important, guys. I think your olla has a lot to do with your rice if you're just a beginner. This is my favorite olla that I use. I strictly only use it for rice, just a personal preference. In my opinion, in my mind, I feel that las ollas se amoldan to whatever you use it for, so I only use this for rice. I bought this at Walmart, by the way, and I think it only cost me $20, so I really love it. I do recommend this. So we're gonna start. I just washed it. So another thing, guys, you want to make sure your olla is evenly balanced to the. All right, guys, so I have my pot nice and hot, and I'm gonna put oil in. I don't measure, I just whatever, eyeball it. That should be good. All right, so we're gonna fry our rice. just a little disclaimer, if you guys do decide to buy one of these calderos, don't forget you need one of these to hold the pot. Now we're gonna let this brownen up. Que se dore. Okay guys, so it's pretty toasted now. To me that's good enough. I'm not like really picky on how toasted it needs to be. It's you know, a little brown. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of this minced garlic. About that much. I'm just gonna spread it around. And now I'm gonna add a can of tomato sauce. Any tomato sauce is fine. This is what I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna clean out my can. I added a little bit of water. And we're gonna mix it around. That's good. Now I'm gonna start adding my water, and I'm sorry I don't have exact measurements, but I use this cup for my water. I don't know, this is just what I go based off of. So I have it pretty full. I'm gonna add all that, mix it around. I'm gonna add a second one of water. Same cup. It feels just about right. I don't know, I just go based on how I feel it floating in the water. I think I just need a little bit more water. So I'm just gonna add like, I don't know, un chorrito más, like, I don't know, fourth un chorrito. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna season my rice. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Pepper, black pepper, of course. I put a little bit of Lori's seasoning salt. Some onion powder. A good amount. I'm gonna put my Maggie's pollo buñón in here. Also a good amount, just because, you know, it is a big pot that I'm doing. And last but not least, I'm gonna add 2 paquetes of sazon. So after adding all that, this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna mix up all my seasoning in there. I usually never taste my rice for water, just whatever. However, for salt, I'm sorry. So we're just gonna let that come to a boil now. And now I just need to double check my olla, make sure it's centered so the heat can be evenly spread. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna let it all start boiling evenly before I cover it up with a lid. Okay, so now it came down to a boil. So now that it's boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up with the lid. And now I'm gonna lower my fire to, I don't know, medium low. I usually put it on number 3. Like that. I mean, it's kind of high, kind of low, I don't know, in between. So we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes. Okay guys, so it's been like 20 minutes. And this is what it looks like. Now a little trick that I learned. You see how it has that water on this side? And it's pretty done on this side. I'm just gonna turn my pot for a little bit. And I'm gonna let it sit maybe for another 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna put my fire on, I'm gonna lower it down a little bit more, so maybe like to 2, and let it sit for 5 more minutes. Okay guys, so it's been about 5 minutes. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It still looks like it's kind of watery, but it's really not. So usually what I like to do now, I'm gonna turn off my fire first of all. And then I'm just gonna stick my spoon in here in a few places, just like that, and in the middle. Now I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes without no fire, no heat, whatever. Just gonna let this sit there for another 10 minutes and then it should be completely ready. Okay, so it's been sitting for about 10 minutes now. And that's the final result. That's how it should look like. Ready to serve. And there is my final plate. Tonight we're having rice with pork chops and red sauce. And of course you can never go wrong with the avocado.
I'm just hungry. I just came to eat. So I see you taking this seriously. Alright, for everybody tuning into Keka's YouTube channel, these are the quesadillas she makes for her family. Look at the quality. Look at this quality. 5 stars apparently, right? 5 stars, look at that. Keka just... I mean, come on now. Come on now. There's like no love in this at all.
Zacatecas style. That's Zacatecas style, boy.
And then she tried to make up for it for giving me a half one. Like,
Flash, so can I get a feedback on the rice?
I'm eating this Christmas trip.
it's top best you've had so far in a couple of months. You had some pretty shitty rice before, but I'd say today was one of your best ones. This quesadilla though, as you can see, I did not eat the burnt part.
Zacatecas style, boy.
Zacatecas style apparently. I'm from Canada.
I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
You want a second plate?
Yeah.
I'll give the rice though today. See, I'm gonna cook at Uncle Julio's if you guys don't know that, but I'll give this rice today 7.2. It's usually like a 3.6 because her rice is just terrible. This one she did very well. 7.2.
Keep in mind, guys, that my family members do not like my food. That rice, please. Feedback.
That's not Mom, are you listening to this?
Yeah, can I get feedback on the rice?
It's terrible.
We're dealing with something way more important.
If you don't give feedback, you don't get nothing.
You don't get the car.
So now you get a feedback.
That's good. Now can you listen? That's not fair.
I'm just hungry. I just want my chicken and veggies.
Can you make me a quesadilla with Mexican cheese, please?
Oh, you can have mine. Mine's burnt to the crisp, a la crisp.
Well, that's how Dad likes it. I
Burnt
want-
to a la Zacatecas style. Burnt to a la crisp right here.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is my rice recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was easy for you guys. I try to make it as easy as possible. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.